You guys, I have been warning people about JLR for a super, super, super long time. This is not the situation that I wanted to be discussing when I said I told you so. But this is just what it is, so let's just freaking get into it. Hey guys, this is Julez with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer, everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. I got on Twitter not long ago. It's around 4:45 p.m. on 3/19/2026 and saw this and instantly felt all kinds of things just coming back. I'm angry. I'm like on the verge of crying because of some of the details that I am reading in this situation. And the fact that this is something that I have been telling people when it comes to stay away from JLR. People like that don't freaking change. It's all a ruse. No one's jealous of anyone. When you've already seen evil, when you've already looked the devil in his eyes as he's trying to take your last breath from your body, you can see it from a mile away. JLR has just had a protective order placed against him from Magnolia. You guys know who that is if you know anything about JLR. She's been around a super, super lot, or at least she was around a super, super lot after he stopped hanging out with Bullhorn Betty and Chronicles of Olivia. Suddenly it was Magnolia. Now, I wasn't aware that they were in an actual relationship. I thought it was some sort of partnership thing and that they were just working together. These documents state otherwise. And I need you to be prepared for what you're about to hear, especially if you're someone who's been through things like I have. And anyone else that comes over here trying to take up for this piece of shit, I'm just going to straight up block you because I don't have time for someone with that kind of mindset. I just don't. Now, again, I want to thank Nerdy Addict because he actually has some stuff up on his own website where he has the actual police reports, and on his Twitter page where he originally posted this that I noticed, he also has the link straight to the arcourts.gov website where all of the things that happened in court this week over the past couple of days on St. Patrick's Day is the last update on here. All of this is on here for us to look at. We also have the petition for the order of protection, and there are addresses and stuff on this. So I'm going to make sure that I redact what I need to redact in order for there not to be issues. But Magnolia's real name seems to be on here too. I don't find an issue with that. Her name is Jamie Phillips, not a big deal. But when it comes to the address, regardless of if it's that piece of shit's address or not, I know that I have to protect my channel by blocking things out. But of course, I will have links to everything in the description box. And trust when I tell you, there's going to be a brand new folder now added to the Google Drive. Now, this seems to be the incident report, the police report that was written at the time of the incident when 911 was called. And if you notice, this happened on Christmas Day, 9:18 in the morning on Christmas Day. That's wild. The offense codes are this kind of non-classified assault, aggravated injury, assault with no weapon, harassment, and DV report. And it looks like 5 different officers showed up. Yeah, that sounds about right. And as you can see here, they have Jamie as the victim and the complainant, and then they have JLR's big ass as the suspect. And here's their vehicle in question, I guess, that was parked at the residence. Narrative. The following report is a summary of an incident which occurred to my recollection. This report also serves as a summary of my involvement and understanding of said incident. Furthermore, portions of my involvement were recorded by audio and video on my department issue Axon body-worn camera. Please review the incident recordings for chronological order, exact statements made, and or for further information outside of this report. I have a feeling that's going to be probably out fairly soon. Somebody will have already asked for that, I'm sure. On 12/25/25, Christmas Day last year, so this literally just happened, 3 months ago? At approximately 10:21, I, Deputy K. Talley, was working uniformed patrol and driving a fully marked patrol vehicle for the, is it Chelan County? Chelan County? Chelan County, one of those, County Sheriff's Office. I responded to the all-season River Inn located at 8751 Icicle Road in Leavenworth, Washington for a report of an assault. The victim reporting party identified herself as Jamie T. Phillips. Jamie told dispatch she received an injury to her nose from a fight last night with her boyfriend, Jonathan Riches. Maybe there's a date of birth or something there that they're blacking out, maybe. Rivercom was also informed Jonathan had taken Jamie's phone and left last night. So, wow. He took her phone and just took off, thinking that she wasn't going to eventually be able to call the police? That's insane. Holy shit. I arrived at the location at the same time as aid. We contacted Jamie at the main entrance door. I could visibly see bruising around Jamie's right eye, consistent with being in the early stages of a black eye. I could also see a small red mark on the upper right corner of the bridge of Jamie's nose. Her nose was visibly not straight and resembled what I have observed through training and experience to be broken. Jamie requested we all speak in the room where her belongings were, which is the Shenandoah room at this location upstairs. Jamie advised sometime between 2300 and midnight, so 11 p.m. to midnight, she had confronted Jonathan about things she observed on his work phone. Oh my God. Jamie stated it was things such as communication with other women and that she described as corn. Jamie stated when she addressed this with Jonathan, he became enraged and struck her with a closed fist multiple times on the side of her head, her nose, and her ribs. Jamie stated she grabbed her phone and began to dial 911 for help, but Jonathan saw her doing this, took her phone from her, and said, "I will you." I asked Jamie if she believed this threat to be true. She stated she believed he would kill her. Oh my God, this is hard. Jamie stated she believes at some point she lost consciousness after the assault, but remembered Jonathan grabbing 2 bags, his personal cell phone, Jamie's cell phone, and then leaving. I asked Jamie what phone she currently had, and she stated it was Jonathan's work phone that he left behind. Jamie stated she did not know where he went, but believed he may have taken the white Jeep Compass they rented. I observed a white Jeep Compass to be parked outside prior to making contact with Jamie. I asked Jamie if she would be willing to have her injuries photographed for documentation, and she agreed. Jamie agreed. Due to most of the medics on scene and myself to be male and one of the areas of injury requiring Jamie to lift her shirt, I asked a female medic if she would be willing to take photos of Jamie's injuries with my department-issued cell phone in the bathroom of the hotel room, to which she agreed and completed. These photos will be uploaded for evidence. Upon completion of documenting the injuries, Jamie was transported to the Cascade Medical Center for evaluation. I requested Rivercom to put an ATL out for Jonathan. I responded to the Cascade Medical Center and met with Jamie in emergency room number 3. I asked Jamie if she would be willing to complete a medical release form for documentation of injuries received from the assault. Jamie agreed and a medical release form was completed, signed, and provided to the medical facility staff. Jamie stated Jonathan had been texting the work phone, knowing he left it behind. He told Jamie he was 100 miles away from her and in the middle of nowhere. Jamie could not confirm the Jeep Compass still parked at the hotel was their rental, but due to it being the only one there and all the other guest vehicles accounted for, this was most likely the vehicle. Jamie believed Jonathan to be most likely still in the area, and their flight leaves tomorrow, which would require them to travel back to Seattle and return to vehicle to SeaTac, where it was rented. I was also advised by Jamie that in August of this year, she was on a work trip with Jonathan in Charlotte. This was when she first found out about his infidelity and corn issues. Yeah, they always go hand in hand, don't they? She stated she confronted him and he attacked her in the hotel they were staying in. So this has happened. This was not the first time. Jamie stated it was similar to this. He assaulted her violently and then took their rental car and drove back to Florida where they live. Jamie stated there is a long history of Jonathan assaulting her in their almost 3-year dating relationship. She stated she knows she should have left many times before this, but hasn't. Jamie stated Jonathan needs to be held accountable for what he did. How the fuck does this piece of shit talk about true crime knowing that he has no problem creating victims everywhere he goes? This is exactly why I have stayed away from him. This is exactly why I don't pay attention to him. This is exactly why I've spoken against him. What a piece of actual trash. After Jamie was discharged from Cascade Medical Center, I was provided a copy of the medical documents for this visit, and I provided Jamie with a courtesy ride back to her hotel. Deputy McComas and I searched the room prior to Jamie going back into it. The on-site manager was contacted, who changed the security code combinations for the front door and for the room Jamie is staying in. It should be noted that the white Jeep Compass bearing Washington registration that was observed earlier was confirmed to be another guest's rental vehicle and was not involved. Okay, so they just assumed incorrectly because someone didn't account for their car and it really wasn't. So that means that he had it then. I have probable cause to arrest Jonathan Lee Ritchie for violating this code for second-degree DV, harassment, threats to kill DV, and interfering with the reporting of a domestic. Yeah, because he took her phone. On 12/26/25, I received a text message from Jamie on my department-issued cell phone that she canceled her original flight and booked a flight with a different airline and boarded without issue. Yeah, that was smart. On 12/27/25, I received a text message from Jamie on my department-issued cell phone that she was finally able to track Jonathan's location. He was traveling through North Dakota. It is not known at this time if he is driving back to Florida or to a different location. Holy damn, bro. Now, this is the official court website. I'm not going to go through every little thing because there's been motions to continue that were filed and also one that was granted. Now, what we do have is what happened 2 days ago on 3/17/2026. A 3-year protective order has been agreed to. The attorneys are preparing the order. So it seems like they have until April 21st, 2026 to get the stipulations in order before it becomes, I guess, official and is active for the next 3 years. Now, what is included on this website is the actual petition for order of protection that Magnolia herself wrote out, which is like a summary of what's been sort of going on since their relationship sort of started. So we're going to jump down here to page 4 and read what she wrote. Beginning January 2023 and continuing through December 25th, 2025, I was involved in an intimate domestic relationship with the respondent, Jonathan Lee Ritchie. During the course of this relationship, the respondent engaged in a persistent and escalating pattern of domestic abuse, coercive control, intimidation, financial exploitation, and physical violence towards me. On 12/25/25, which was Christmas, the report we just read, the respondent violently assaulted me, causing extreme injuries. I'm sorry for my phone, guys, but it's like on the charger in the bathroom with the door shut, and it's just like super loud for some reason, and I just want to get this whole reading of this over with because this is just insane to me. Okay. He caused extreme injuries, including broken nose and septum, significant trauma to my head and ribs, requiring emergency care, CT scans, x-rays, and will require reconstructive surgery to repair broken and crushed bones in my nose. Remember, the police report, the police officer said it was very visibly broken, and it had been there for hours. All of this happened around midnight, and the cops didn't show up until sometime like, 10 a.m.? Yeah, some time. This assault is currently pending felony assault charges, threats to kill, etc., with the chief criminal deputy prosecutor in Chalin. Again, I'm probably not saying that right. County, Washington State case. This is the one with, they're saying around the time of like the Travis Decker situation. That's whenever all this happened. Throughout the relationship, the respondent physically assaulted me on numerous occasions, including strangulation approximately 24 times. I'm sorry. That's an awful lot. What the hell? Okay. In August 2025, respondent committed a brutal assault against me involving beating me repeatedly with his closed fist. So 4 months before this. Respondent threatened to kill me if I reported his assaults or if I called the police, called 911. Since the 12/25/25 felony assault, respondent has continued to accuse me by fear, threats, intimidation, ongoing financial abuse, theft of all of our joint funds, in an account of retaliation. They had a joint account and he took all of the money. Oh, wow. Okay. Respondent fled the crime scene, fled the jurisdiction, and remains a flight risk. He has continued to contact me and I'm in fear of immediate harm and death. I mean, yeah, legit fear, I would say. Damn, man. Now, let's also remember that JLR has a criminal history as long as a CVS receipt. He has done a lot of very fraudulent things. He has done a lot of very, in my opinion, morally disgusting things. To even want to impersonate someone with a relationship to someone who did such horrible things just to try to get some sort of weird-ass attention, I don't understand this type of person. me having a distaste for this man did not come out of nowhere. It came from doing my own research about who he actually is. I choose to not blindly follow people. I don't care how many followers they have. I don't care how popular they are. I have never once in my almost 40 years been known to do anything trending nor popular. I will always do whatever the hell I want to do, regardless of what anyone thinks. And that comes with having an opinion on things. Again, I will say, I don't understand how people in true crime who are here for justice and truth and to follow these stories and to care about the victim stories being told and to care about justice happening can be in the true crime communities, as people have came to call them, and support people with criminal histories and support people that are proven to be frauds and manipulators and liars. I don't understand the concept of that mentality here in the true crime community either. I need someone to help me understand that. I've had issues with that from day one, and it started with what happened with Jared Lysick with AWP. It has just been predominantly more disgusting to see when people get caught doing things that have some sort of following, the fangirling disgustingness that happens, and the excuses that get made when there's mugshots and charges and arrest records and court documents, and people are just pretending like it doesn't exist. I don't understand any of that. Let me know what you guys are thinking about all of this. We're going to be paying attention. I don't understand why we don't see some sort of arrest happening. We have not seen a mugshot or an arrest, which again is interesting because this is apparently a felony. You've granted the protection order, so why are we not seeing an arrest? I guess we'll find out what's going on. Again, let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. And please don't forget to make sure that the notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.